So I've saved up a file with the name of dic.py. So we'll be working on creating a dictionary. So basically, if you recall the syntax of it, so it was something like this: curly brackets will be having key followed by a value. Okay. So this is how we write dictionaries. Okay. So I have a predefined values over here. So I would like to use that example itself. So I'll just paste it here. So here we have names. Along with that, we have shortened their name. So that will be our key. Okay. So I think it is begin clear and visible. So here we can just have these names, and we are shorting, for example, for Priya Patel, we are just giving as P Patel. Okay. So like that. Every name over here is shortened. So basically this will be our full name, and this is the key which will be holding the value of our full name. Okay, so these are the keys, and note that our keys are string since we have enclosed within enclosed with single quotations. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and execute this script so that we will be working on the shell. Okay, so maybe I want to get some kind of value. Okay, so I just want to print. Now here what I need to give is people. Okay, so that is our dictionary name, people, and I need to pass a value. Okay, and my value is a string type, so maybe I want to use p patel. Okay, so let me spell that correctly: square, close square brackets and close contract. So it is telling Priya Patel. So that this is my key, and this is the value corresponding to that key. Okay. So this is how you can just get it by using the indexing. So as I was telling, instead of having the default index 0, 1, 2, 3 when it comes to the case of list and tuples, so here we won't be having a default index. So basically here keys only will be our index, and note that the keys will be unique, even indexing, right? So if you are going for list, so 0 will have only one element, which is 0. Okay, so that's the way how it is. So that is how we can do. And also maybe you can find out a person. Okay, I want to get person as we'll use this sangmin. Okay, so said min. Okay, so let me give that enter, and now will be maybe just use upper arrows and for some reason it's not working. Okay, so print, or we can directly use, because we are using the terminal, right? People of, I want to fetch a person. Okay, so I have already given what is the key which is present in the person. Okay, so if you give that, it is telling indexer. So here we are getting, okay, I have to give this person again within square parenthesis. Okay, okay, it is not taking. Okay, I had I have forgotten to open this. So it is like indexing, right? So that's what I just mentioned. So not curly parenthesis, but no, I mean not the common parenthesis or common brackets. Instead, it will be using our square brackets. Okay, so that is how we can see like we can get a person with respect to the key. Okay, and also we can find length of it. So that is just using the length. So length of PO people. Okay, that is our dictionary name. So it is telling 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So that is the length of our dictionary. So you can get length also, and we can see whether something is present or not with respect to the keys. Okay. So maybe I want to check whether this key is present in our dictionary or not. So maybe I can give print, or I just want to, you can use directly instead of print. So if you want to use print, you can go ahead. So I want this, I want to check this whether it is present in people. Okay, so it returns with a boolean value, so that is true. So this key value is present over here, and you can find the value. If it is true, you can directly give us maybe people of in square brackets. If you just give this key value, you will get the actual value associated or assigned with the respective key. Okay, and also you can check a value which is not present. So maybe I'll just add another a over here. So that completely makes it different than this particular key, right? So let me just give enter. So here it is telling false. So basically you can verify whether a key is present or not. So again, I'll tell you another advantage why we will be using this in a minute. So before that, we can see how we can change a new value. Okay. So maybe here uh, we can edit something like Hannah Jackson. So there is another name with it. Okay. So maybe I just want to extend a middle name known as something like Anna, maybe Adam Jackson, something like that. So let us give that. So basically what I will be doing is I'll tell people will be indexing with this particular HA Jackson index, sorry, key, not index. So it is key, just for having the name purpose I had mentioned that. So it is always index, not a key. It is always a key, not an index. So I wanted to modify it as an Adam Jackson. Okay. So might not make sense over here, but still it's okay. So let me just print out again with respect to, we can just give upper arrow people and so make this. Okay. So here you can see it is updated. Okay, so this proves that dictionaries are mutable. You can literally change it, and also you can have new values. So maybe I just want to update it. Okay, so that is how I'll be using. So maybe we can use people dot update. Okay, so dictionary name dot update. Now we need to pass two parameters. Okay, one will be a key followed by a value associated with it. So you can just go and check with respect to documentation also what it is saying here. So maybe I want to give something like Henry Jackson or Harry Jackson. So HR, maybe I'll use the same Jackson full name how we had done for the other things. So Jackson space. Okay. So here I will be passing my actual value. Okay. So I am just calling as Harry Jackson. Okay. Let's just capitalize this and close the parenthesis. Okay. Okay, expected most one argument but not two. That doesn't feel right. So here again, if you recall, we had used update function in terms of list. Okay, when it comes to list, so inside when you are giving a list function, you are giving another list inside. So here also when you are passing this, we need to pass it as a dictionary. Okay, so curly brackets over here and curly brackets over here. Okay, so this is like appending with respect to the dictionary, and still we have an error because we are not using a semicolon, right? A colon. Okay, so that is how the dictionary is declared. You have the key value over here and followed by the value assigned for that key. Okay, so now let us just check people. Okay, and again it is not indexing. So if I give -1 for the last element, see here it is telling it is the key value error. So it is trying out to find value number, the key value as -1. Instead, if we do HR Jackson, so that is what we had just updated this one with. So it is telling Harry Jackson. Okay, so that's how it is. So a simple one. So maybe now we'll just get back to our this one. So what I want to do is I just want to print out all the values. Okay, so with respect to this, so maybe I want to print out everything. Okay, we can do that way also. What we'll do is we'll just have for loop for maybe I'll tell person in people. Okay, so I just want to print. I want to print the key value as well as this. So maybe I'll just print as person. Then I'll just give maybe I can use plus itself over here because we can concatenate with respect to the strings. Okay, so person is the key value of the value. I think that makes more sense of the value. Now here I want to print out my value. So I'll just give plus. Here I will just be using people indexing with the person. Okay. So the item which we are iterating with. Okay, so let me just save that. Let us just execute that. And here you can see all the key values. Uh, so I don't have a space over here, so that's why we are not having that good little formatting. So added space for both sides. So here we can see we have the key values. Okay, so all the key values is the key of the value. These are our actual values assigned with respect to that keys. Okay, so that is how we can just loop around with different we can just loop around with respect to the dictionaries, and here the looping will be done with respect to not individual items, or like it will be with respect to the keys. Okay, not with the values. So it will be the keys, unlike in if you recall with respect to sorry, lists, tuples or sets, over there we were looping around with individual items itself. So here it will be the keys. Okay, so again you can copy. So I can tell people cp something like that for copy. So I can just give as to ple dot copy. Okay, so if you don't use this dot copy, what happens is you will be addressing this with the same name. So I can tell people dot maybe I can tell duplicate. So duplicate name. Okay, not dot, underscore, duplicate name for our people. Okay, so I can check what exactly is people. So here it is this much. Okay, so I'll just wanna update it again. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Okay, what happened? Okay, just went to history. Okay, sorry. So I'll just paste it over here, and maybe I'll give as Henry Jackson. Okay, another name. And here what I'm doing is I'm giving the same this one with respect to the same key value. So key, so same key. So let us see whether it will be updated. No, it is telling the dictionary update sequence is not possible. Okay, we have missed this one. Okay, sorry. So we have not used the colon. So let us use that and give Henry Jackson. So here if I check what exactly is people, what happened here? So Harry Jackson is updated with new value as Henry Jackson. Okay, so here it is literally having it has replaced it. So instead of like adding a new value to it, so it has replaced my older value itself. So as I was telling, dictionary will have always unique keys. Okay, so if you are trying to give a new value for it, or you are updating with a new dictionary, so whenever you have a different value in the newer dictionary, so that value will be replaced with the older value. Okay, so that is what is happening over here. So this is the reason whether I might have Henry Jackson. Maybe this Henry Jackson is given by someone else in a different dictionary, and over here this naming is done Harry Jackson in some other dictionary. So here when you are combining those two dictionaries, our Harry Jackson is replaced by Henry Jackson. So this is the reason we can just use our function in function. So check whether it is available or not. Okay, so you can check this. If it is true, maybe you need to change a value key in one of the dictionaries and then update it. Okay, so that is how we can just copy a list, and also you can just delete one. So maybe I want to delete the recent one which we have Harry Jackson. So dictionary name person dot uh, clear. So no need of clear. We'll be doing with respect to HR Jackson first. So we'll be just removing that. Okay, I've given person, but people is the dictionary name. Okay, so now let us just print people, and here you can see Harry Jackson is missing. Okay, or Henry Jackson, which is replaced. Okay, so he is missing. So we can clear up the dictionary itself. My bad. People dot clear. Now let me just print people. So here it is telling an empty dictionary. Okay, so maybe you can just check type of people. So maybe whenever it is empty, you might get a confusion. Since we are using curly parenthesis, it might be a set or it might be a dictionary. Okay, so that can be done. So let me just quickly go ahead and execute this because I just want people value back. So PEO PLE. So here you can see the dictionary is there. So now what I want to do is I want to remove the last one. Okay, so again removing our Henry Jackson. So I'll just call people dot pop. Okay, so this is the function which you can remove. So it is telling at least one argument. Okay, here when it comes to pop, what we need to do is pop methods offer a way to remove data from dictionary. Actually it is done in two ways. Okay, so if you store the result of pop to a variable, okay, and it gets the variable gets the key to get popped out, okay, regardless whether you are storing the result in the pop or the variable. So the key, the specified key is removed from the dictionary. So it is like again with respect to how we had used the delete function. So that's how it is. So pop, you need to pass in the key. So HR Jackson, I think this, hope this one works. So it is saying it is popping out Henry Jackson. So if you check people, our Henry Jackson is out of it. So basically here it is saying what is the value which we are popping out of the dictionary. And again you can have nexted. So people, people, this is the people. So maybe I want to declare another dictionary here itself. So maybe I'll give us people, people, maybe extended. So here I can have another dictionary. Okay, so maybe let me call it as duplicate. Okay, so I'll just copy paste this itself inside it. So I can do that also. So let me just save that. We'll execute that. So we'll see what exactly it is coming. So here it is telling out of index. So obviously it is out of index because inside this there will be again with respect to indexing, right? So that's why it is not able to concatenate or not able to get value. But rather you can just check what exactly is its value. Okay, so you can just check with people. So here it is telling until this it is a dictionary. So from here the value of this people dug, it is dictionary. Okay, so if you want this you can just get people duplicate or something like that. So people using square brackets, people duplicate, enter. So here you can tell, you can see a dictionary is added within a dictionary. Okay, so this is the key value and this is the dictionary which is the value for that key. Okay, so these are the few functions which we have used. I think we have covered up most important ones with respect to dictionary. There are a few more methods which you can check out with respect to documentation of dictionaries. So I think that would be more than sufficient for our requirement.